Okay, hello Aries. You guys didn't do too bad either with regards to your support for me last month and the month before that. You guys hit that like button. You guys subscribed and left your comments. You guys have never seen me shuffle. So that's why I'm shuffling for you guys so that you can see that you can't make this stuff up. And that, synchronicity is on my table at all times, loves. Aries. How have things been? How has life been treating you? I don't know if Spirit's going to talk about money or if Spirit's going to talk about love. You have to understand that's pretty much the basics of what we do, right? Try to make money and maintain our relationships. That's about it, right? For those of you who have more specific questions that are, different, kind of not your ordinary questions, that's where you would get a private reading, Like if you wanted to know, would this be a good move or that be a good move, something of that nature, that would require a private reading. But Aries, let's talk about you. What is going on with you? Isn't that cute? I swear, I do this for you guys. I want you guys to be able to just see beauty. This is for you guys. And a little bit for me too. I have a story for you, Aries, about the power of the mouth before we get started. My birthday is in April. Here we are in August. And I said, you know what I want for my birthday, guys? I want a telescope. And the kind where I can see the rings on Saturn. And my man was like, oh, God, I don't know how much that would be. Like, wow, love you, honey, but I don't know, right? So anyway, I had a wonderful birthday anyway. I didn't get it, and that's okay. And I don't even think that I was thinking about what I had asked for anyway. But what do you know? My man had a friend that has this amazing telescope that's never used. And I'm going to learn how to use it, and I'm going to see the rings on Saturn. By the way, isn't that cute? I hope you guys see that. It's an oil burner. It's like a nightlight. I use it for my son, my youngest, who doesn't like being in the dark. You can turn it down, and then you can turn it back up. And it also releases a scent where you can put your oils. $20 at the mall. Why is this story relevant, Aries? Aries, it's relevant because A, don't forget about the power of the mouth. You say you want certain things, you're going to get them. So make sure that what you say is life-bearing and positive. I wasn't expecting this. I just spoke it out of my mouth that I wanted one. And here it is. It was absolutely free and just given to us because it wasn't being used. So Aries, that was for you. Some of you just need to speak some things out of your mouth to either get rid of situations that you don't want to be in, or whether it be to speak some life into something that you want to come to pass. So let's get started with your reading. The Hierophant. The Emperor Feeling defensive. Okay. It looks to me like some of you are thinking of making a commitment about doing something with someone. Or okay, Aries, this one's a little interesting. You know why? Because I see a whole lot of individual people, which for now means I have to assume all of you are Aries. Okay. Now we're kind of talking. All right. For now, Aries, it looks to me as if some of you were actually going to commit or get more serious with someone who was going to like basically steal from you by having third party situations. Okay. Theft can come in so many different forms. And for you ladies, when your man goes out on you and is intimate with someone else, it has the potential to steal our self-esteem. Even though what happened and what they did has nothing to do with you, because you didn't do it. You know, they performed the act, but for some reason, what is stolen from you, ladies, when your man goes out on you, is your self-esteem is stolen. And when that happens, you know, it comes with the trickle down of emotions that have to be dealt with. Now, this card means a messenger that's going to tell you what you need to do. I'm assuming that's me. Okay? You feel defensive. But Aries is always going to rise to the challenge. Okay? We will become the Knight of Wands in a minute. We will get on our horse and say, why do I need to be defensive against you again? We'll confront that. We will confront that. People mostly don't like that. So right now in the world, you're thinking, what am I going to do? Okay? And Spirit is advising you to be wise. Okay? Just saying, be wise. And as you go out and experience life carefree and start a new beginning, because that's what you're about to do. Okay? Because I'm looking at an Aries that was going to become more serious with somebody who was suspecting adultery. Well, you got your answer. And they're defensive about it. And you're like, I know what to do about being in this funky relationship. All right? When you see wands, think of do. That's what we are, Aries. We do. We do. We're very active. They also represent a temper. They represent work. Okay? So like it's like the other party is like defensive about what they know they're doing. And you're like, oh, I know what to do with you. Pretty much end it. Thank you. And I'm sure we'll pull cards on that. I'm sure this will evolve real quick. You're being told to start a new beginning as you consider what you want to do in your life, Aries, okay? But some of you have some anxiety about how this is going to affect your happy family, and that's normal. Maybe between the two of you. Okay, this could also mean marriage, so that's what I just got right now. That's what I just got right now, Aries. Is that you guys are actually married. You guys are actually married. And you have anxiety about how this is going to affect your happy home because you guys have children together. Because Aries, you're like, Aries, I feel like you may have been the one to have had the third party situation. And I feel as though your partner, no, that can't be. That can't be. Because this is all wands. That's all Aries. What a silly mistake. No, that's you, Aries. Just like I said, you're like, I know what to do, because you cheated on me, in our marriage. And now some of you have anxiety about how this is going to affect your happy home. Well, you're definitely being advised by Spirit to take you and your little one or ones with you. And you know who this is? This is your spirit guide. Because this behavior is likely not going to stop. And the stealing of your self-esteem is going to continue. And we can't have that. What else is going on with this other person's energy, Aries, that you are dealing with? I do believe that they love you. A lot, actually, Aries. They want to be with you. They're like, you make me happy. You are my 10 of Pentacles, But something has to end in order for something to begin. And they know that it's your decision to say, are you going to give me another chance? Is what this other person is pretty much saying. Please think about it, is like what they're saying. This is a messenger of information. So they're saying, like, here's my message to you. Like, are you going to give me another chance? And then they have the nerve to feel mad because you're like, I'm not going to give you another chance. That's where you are right now, Aries. That's either their energy or this could be yours. Let's see. I think they're more or less apologetic about what they did. You understand? And they know that without you, their harvest is always going to come up short. Okay? So, Aries, I feel as though your partner is very apologetic. But you feel... see, here, Aries, here's all this fire. Here you are, you're like, what am I going to do about the fact that he did, or she did this to me? I have to defend myself against being stolen from. You know what I mean? When I was saying, stealing my self-esteem, it's too hurtful. It makes me angry. It doesn't bring out the best in me. I have to get on my horse and roll out. Like, I can't do that. I can't let you steal from me. I don't care how sorry you are, is like what I'm hearing Aries say to, this person. And that is why you're like looking out into the world like, okay, well, I'll start over. I'm wise enough to know that you're not gonna change. That's how you feel. That's what your gut's telling you, obviously. And so you're like, new beginning. But I do have some anxiety about how this is going to affect my kids. But nonetheless, we're leaving. Yes. Okay, this card represents like marriage, relationship. This is just confirming that this is what we're talking about. You're tired of fighting about certain issues. And you're going to be very precise with regards, to making sure you stick to your guns because you felt betrayed and you're walking away. You're walking away. You're walking away. And now, Aries, you're looking at yourself and you're saying, you know, this is a learning experience, and now I get to look at myself real deep and see what I've learned out of this situation. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What do I like? What do I not like for future relationships? You know, now you're going to have a lot more time freed up for you to actually nurture yourself and know thyself, because that takes some time, and it takes some me, myself, and I time. And when you're caught up in a relationship where you have to babysit this type of behavior, it's not going to give you the opportunity to do this. Introspection is very important. We have to self-evaluate on a regular basis. You understand? This means, like, go to the park, lay out a blanket, get a cool drink, and just think about your life up to this point, the actions, you know, that you have, you know, what has led you to where you are now, and what, you know, things you're going to do about yourself to ensure that, you know, you never get into a situation like this again, you know, and that you know yourself. Because to know yourself, honey, is to know what you will and will not accept when it comes to boundaries. You know, ending this relationship is going to bump you up. You pull the Ace of Swords intellectually. You understand? And you're no longer going to have to juggle, you know, what it is that you are trying to do in your life, Aries, which likely is trying to, like, maintain your livelihood, go to work every day and do what we all do every day. You know, to try to make a living and have a livelihood for ourselves and our children, and, like, try to babysit, like, this partner who has a tendency to go out on you, you know? Or are you, you know, because this person was juggling. This person was juggling you and someone else. And Aries, please don't forget about the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? You know we have tempers, Aries. I'm an Aries sun. Scorpio moon, Gemini rising. Okay? I'm an Aries sun. So I understand this kind of anger. Don't let your anger, you know, dictate your behavior. Don't let somebody's actions dictate your behavior. You go out graceful. And guess what? That's going to be the fair way to do it. Otherwise, there's just going to be more conflict. And this is the concluding of your reading when I see the sun. Not only is it the highest form of happiness, given that you got the clarity that you were given, but this also lets me know that the entire situation that needed to be illuminated with regards to this situation, Aries, it's been provided. Everything's been illuminated that you needed to know in this reading. So Aries, you know, it really is all about relationships and trying to maintain our livelihoods. You know, this is a relationship reading with, you know, an Aries who is with someone who probably, you know, has third-party situations more than once, which is why you're done. Like, I think, Aries, I think you might have given this person another chance if this was like their first time. That's what I'm feeling. Because I do sense this person's, you know, this person is apologetic, but Aries, you're not leaving the way you're leaving for nothing. I feel like this is like not your first time hearing all of this, I'm sorry, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, I can show you better than I can tell you what's going to happen now. So, Aries, make sure that you keep your temper in check. as you deal with this, because this tells me that I'm either talking to a married couple or a couple that's been together for a very long time and is going to have to separate some things. And if it's not a divorce, it needs to win an award for being real close to one. Okay? So Aries, since we have more time, Spirit, can we give Aries something to look forward to? Because they know that they're walking away from something that is toxic. Spirit guides and angels, can we please let them know what they'll be working on or what they could be working on for their betterment? Okay, faith. You're being told to have faith, okay? That everything is going to be all right, because everything is going to be all right. You have nothing to hide. This is your energy, Aries. That's why she's naked. She has nothing to hide. She's transparent. She has nothing to hide. And she has faith that she can build. He or she can build some things for themselves. That's what everybody wants to do. And that's what everybody has a right to do. That's what we're here to do. Create. And you're strong, Aries. You know that. This card could mean burden, but it also could just be a reminder that, yeah, you are going to build things for yourself. And it is going to take a lot of work, you know? And you don't know everything about what it is that you're going to be doing, you know, when it comes to building for yourself yet. But, you know, this is the end result for you, baby. It's the Ace of Pentacles. The seed of financial abundance. Okay? And how to get here. Spirit guides and angels. The death of a new beginning. The death of something that began with maybe somebody from your past. I'm feeling like the death of you thinking that this new beginning, because I don't do reversals, and I don't have to, because I know what these cards mean. I feel like the death of you thinking that this new beginning is not possible for some of you Aries needs to come about. Or the death of a new beginning with a relationship, possibly. Somebody new somebody that you knew from your past came into your life, and you are considering possibly having a relationship with this person. And then you're being reminded that you are powerful and resourceful enough to be able to create for yourself, you know, whatever it is that you want with regards to your financial stability. Spirit guides and angels, did they meet somebody from their past? Yes, they did. Okay, some of you Aries have met somebody from your past, and and it's kind of like a new beginning. You're kind of being told, let that go, because you're ending something right now. You know what I'm saying? You're ending something. It's not time to begin a love relationship right now, because you still have to do that introspection. You still have to, right? You still got to heal from the last situation that you just got out of, you know? And now I feel like your faith is in your finances and in, you know, your livelihood. And you're wondering, you know, why can't you have both? Well, you can. You can. Will this relationship end in death, spirit guides and angels? This card either means moving away, greed, and it has also been known to mean adultery, something that's not going to bring out the best in you. And let me tell you why this card could mean adultery, okay? This person has taken something of value with him and he's ran around the corner so that nobody can see him in town with what he wants and what he deems important to him. Do you see how this can be interpreted as adultery? He's taken, something of value with him and he went away from the city and away from everybody else so he can't be seen, doing what he's doing with what means something to him, right? Okay, the Queen of Wands has a lot of definitions. However, I just got the sense that, that does not bring out the best in you, Aries, and it will be a situation that you're going to walk away from. Right now, you seem to be attracting people that you're going to walk away from. So I feel for you, Aries, I feel one of the ways that you're going to start attracting the type of mates that you want is by first becoming the type of person that, is on your level. We could start new beginnings all the time, And even if you have known this person from the past and you got a lot of love for them, that's what I saw, But I also saw that this person, moves around a lot. You're going to end up walking away from them anyway because they're not going to bring out the best in you at the end of the day. So remember that you are powerful and you're resourceful. Work on you so that you can attract somebody on your level, Aries. And when it comes to this divorce and, you leaving that behind, leave that and, finish that up and leave that behind. It won't be as hard as you think. You're going to start building now for yourself. And you're going to start showing yourself what you're about. You're going to be more precise in your thinking. You're going to be healed of the things that have hurt you. And you will get over the loss. You will get news of work. Make sure that you don't live in la la land and start to make plans that are not really feasible, right? Let's be realistic with the things that we want to do, and with the things that we, with our endeavors and sacrifice so that you can achieve this financial abundance and so that this seed of finance can be planted properly so that it can grow into a really thick forest. Okay? When it comes to love, now's not the time, it looks like, Aries, for some of you. Some of you, Aries, I know are in wonderful relationships. I'm in Aries. I'm in a relationship. I've been in with my significant other for 14 years now. I know that this did not resonate with everybody. This resonated with who it needed to resonate with. So I ask that if this resonated with you at all, that you hit like and subscribe and leave your comments. I love all of them. I love all of my subscribers, old and new, and I appreciate your support. You just don't know. For those of you who have been saying, man, I really need a private reading. I have some questions with regards to this or that, or even your own personal spiritual growth. Get your private readings. They're important. For me, these were the first steps that I took toward really, learning a lot more about myself as a spiritual person. I'm a spirit, and, knowing ourselves spiritually, knowing how our ego and how our higher self and how our soul interact, it's very important. So for those of you who have been wanting to get a reading, get one. Even if you have a few questions that you want to ask, check out that feature. I don't just give you just yeses or nos. I go into depth. Namaste.